And there's Manfred Winkelhock in 7th position. This will give him a chance to close up. They're going into the tunnel. This is the 21st lap. Mansell, of course, out of the race, as are Torbay, Warwick, De Angelis, Cicotto, Corrado, Farby, and Nelson Piquet. And look at, there he goes. There goes Stefan Beloff. Beloff has taken Keke Rosberg and moved up into 5th place in a superbly judged passing move.
Yes, and judged is exactly the right term, Murray, because you can't see a thing where you're going, so you've got to eyeball everything up, look where you are on the track, shut your eyes, as good as that, and just hope that it all works out. And Beloff has done exactly that.
And is now with Riccardo Patrese, who is practically a full lap behind him, and he's shown the blue flag by the marshal, which means there is someone behind you who wishes to pass you, as if Patrese didn't know. And there is Manfred Winkelhock in 7th place closing up, as Beloff challenges Patrese and Van der Vos. Patrese looks in his right mirror. This is going to give Keke Rosberg, if he could control the wheel spin that he's undoubtedly fighting, the chance to close the gap a bit between himself and Beloff. But I suspect that the Tyrrell is so nimble and has such ideal power characteristics for this terribly wet track that Rosberg will not, in fact, be able to close up. There is Arnoux, 4th. And Stefan Beloff goes through. Riccardo Patrese does move over and let him through. Rosberg, now, Rosberg drops back, and as you saw, with Winkelhock closing up on Rosberg, who is 6th, and there's Beloff giving it the big slide treatment as he goes into the tunnel. René Arnoux is getting very close to Niki Lauda, who is 3rd. The race order on this, the 22nd lap, as you look at Keke Rosberg, is Alain Prost leading. Senna, let us not forget that, is in 2nd place. 3rd is Lauda. 4th is Arnoux. And there goes Beloff. Arnoux, that's the gap between Arnoux and Beloff. You can see it visually. René Arnoux in 4th position, Stefan Beloff. There he is in 5th place, number 4. 26 years old. This is only his 6th Grand Prix, Stefan Beloff. Made a name for himself in Group C sports car racing. Last year has capitalised on it through the successful efforts of a consortium of German businessmen to sponsor him. And there goes Lauda, Arnoux, Beloff. And in the distant mists now, Keke Rosberg.
Well, Senna and Beloff will be doing their reputations an extremely big power of good here today. There'll be team managers with top cars going up beside them. They're both contracted drivers, though, but they'll be putting up their prices and also putting up their reputations with these excellent performances.
3rd, 4th and 5th together into the tunnel. Lauda, Arnoux and Beloff. Lap 23 ahead of them, Prost and Senna. Elio De Angelis, who I have not seen during the whole race for one reason or another, now the fastest man on the circuit, therefore he is in the race. You saw him go off the circuit earlier on. He is actually in 8th position at the present moment and closing up on Manfred Winkelhock, who is 7th. Meantime, Jacques Lafitte in the second of the 2 Williams Hondas is being caught by the 3rd place man Niki Lauda, but who can't pass him, and therefore has René Arnoux in 4th place close on him, with Beloff right behind him. Look at this. Lauda is passed. Lafitte has been lapped. Arnoux 4th, Beloff 5th, Rosberg is still 6th, Winkelhock is 7th. De Angelis is 8th. Ginzani is 9th. Alvaretto is 10th, but has been lapped. Lafitte, who you've seen, is slipping down the field all the time and is now being passed by Arnoux and is about to be passed by Beloff. So Beloff has not, in fact, lost any distance on Arnoux in getting past Jacques Lafitte. And Senna now, with a lap of nearly 2 minutes, 1 minute 54, and a big spin for Niki Lauda. Now, Lauda then is just having to press it a bit too hard. Third position has been lost by Niki Lauda. Up to third goes René Arnoux. Up to fourth goes Beloff, and out of the race goes the Austrian double world champion Niki Lauda, because obviously he lost his engine, stalled his engine and was not able to restart it. So now the McLaren honours have been lost by Niki Lauda, but of course it is still his teammate Alain Prost in the lead, and don't forget that Alain Prost is leading the championship by a long way from Niki Lauda, who's going to get no points in this race, whereas Prost is on his way to a maximum of 9 points if he can stay where he is. And for once the pressure seems to have got to Lauda. He exits the casino square, and as they do so, Lauda spins out a full 360-degree spin. He got the right amount of lock-on, but it was no good to him. His engine has stopped, and Lauda is out.
For everybody, they really are so treacherous. Alain Prost is the one man who may not have to do that. He now enjoys a very comfortable lead of over half a minute, and therefore he doesn't have to push so hard, so he can concentrate purely on keeping the car on the road. He's not racing, he is surviving.
And he's 31 seconds ahead of Ayrton Senna. Here he is. Well, it would seem that Niki Lauda's engine may have been drowned by the water conditions, in which case whatever happened to Lauda's engine might conceivably happen to Prost. So we'll have to keep a very careful eye on the McLaren of the Frenchman Alain Prost in the lead. This race has now been running some 47 minutes, so it's got a very long way to go. It's not even at half distance yet in what will be a 2-hour time length. It was originally to have been 77 laps. Lauda walking in to report to Ron Dennis what has happened. And he won't exactly be wanting to exchange any jocular quips with the marshals, I'm quite sure of that. As Arnoux and Beloff now in third and fourth places round the swimming pool, chasing Senna. And Senna is some 15 seconds ahead of this battle. And Stefan Beloff now taking advantage, as he has done all through this race, of the excellent power characteristics of his Ford DFV engine and the nimbleness of his Tyrrell to combat the excess horsepower that Arnoux has got, which generates wheel spin all too easily, to close up on the Ferrari and hopefully soon to take it and third position. This now is lap 26 with Prost leading, Senna second. The battle for third between Arnoux and Beloff there. Fifth position now is Nicky Rosberg, and up to sixth and in the points, Elio De Angelis, with a bitterly disappointed Nigel Mansell, who had led the race out of it after spinning and damaging his suspension and rear wing. I didn't think the rain could get worse here at Monaco, but really it is.